welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's my first vlog, so I was a bit worried about how good or bad it was going to be. I've done my first try, so it was over last weekend. We went to England for the first time in 2 years and we only live 2 hours from the border. So we went to a village near Bamborough, which is like on the northeast coast of England, and met along with my husband's family, so his parents and his brother, his wife, and their baby that they had last year. It was the first time we met him, so that was really lovely. And I've done a little vlog of our trip and me trying to read, which didn't do all that well. Actually, I was trying to read Cunning Women, so that's kind of the book that I'm talking about through this vlog, but I was really exhausted all weekend. I think the socializing for the first time, we've mostly been hanging out, me and my husband, and obviously we've seen some local friends, but except for that we've not really hung out with people. So to spend like almost 3 days with people in the same house was intense. And then we also went out to the pub, and that kind of triggered a bit of a panic attack in me. And so, you know, the small steps that we're taking out of a lockdown. And also the weekend I did go to get vaccinated, so it's just been a weekend of first and a weekend that I think was gonna be really good for this vlog. So there's a little bit of, you know, little tastes of and bites of our weekends by the beach, and also just driving and reading. And I did finish Cunning Women during the weekend, so I was really happy about that. Enjoy. It's very short and hopefully just bite-sized, so I hope you enjoy it. So on Saturday morning, the first thing we did was drive down to England. So it was only about 2 hours and like 10 or 15 minutes. It went really great. There's no traffic. It was amazing. It was really sunny, as you can see. About halfway through, we meant to change, so I would drive, but we ended up, my husband ended up driving the whole way, so that was really nice for me. I'm always a bit anxious still of driving in the UK. We got to the village near Bamborough around like noon, and then we had a wee lunch with the family and kind of meeting our nephew for the first time. I'm not including anything with him because I didn't want to, you know, put children on the internet. Waving, hello! At night we went to the pub and we sat on the terrace and we had like fish and chips and scampi and stuff like that. It was really nice. I didn't take any videos of that as well. I wasn't feeling all that comfortable with being there. So yeah, we ate and then we left. And then we watched a bit of Eurovision. It's the first year I've watched, because last year I work for an Icelandic company, so obviously last year Iceland had a really good song, and it was a bit unfortunate that this year, yeah, the song was a bit less catchy, and then there was, you know, the people that came in the first, second, and third I thought were really good. So yeah, unfortunate for Iceland, but it was just really nice and it kind of lifted my spirit. Sunday morning I went on for a bit of a kind of beach run. I only ran on the beach actually for about 3 or 4 kilometers. The rest of it was kind of through the streets of the village. I only did 8k. I was meant to really do 10 to 15 on my training program, but I didn't really know the village that well, so it was just a bit difficult to navigate myself. So I did 8. I was really happy with it. It was one of my best runs in a while. Helped that the village was like kind of flat, and the run on the beach was amazing, and I've filmed bits of it. It's really nice. Then we had lunch. We had like crab sandwiches, and I love seafood. And that weekend that we filmed that, my family is also on the seaside in Canada having seafood, so I felt like I was a bit like, you know, linked there. It was really nice. And then we ended up heading to Bamborough. We went to the beach. It was very didn't feel like we were at the end of May, so it was a bit cold, very windy. It started raining thankfully when we got in the car. And then we ended up driving to the Holy Island, Lindisfarne, and that was kind of nice. We didn't actually make it all the way there because it was quite a walk, and we'd been out already for a while and walked so much that we just kind of drove across and saw it. It was really nice. It was really cool to drive across the causeway. We caught it at a really good time, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I would like to go back, maybe stay on the island or something like that. For one night only, because I feel like you'd be stuck there waiting for the right tides, stuff like that. And then in the evening, we did the barbecue, and by we I mean my husband took over and barbecued us some lovely burgers and sausages and everything. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I thought that was really nice. We haven't had a barbecue in so long, probably like at least 2 years, yeah. So that was really nice. We live in a flat, so we're always kind of walking around the neighborhood smelling the barbecues and being so jealous. So it was really nice, even though it kind of started raining. It was really moody weather the whole weekend, but yeah, it was really nice though. So I've been reading Cunning Women, and I thought I would maybe finish it this weekend, but I've been so shattered, I think, you know, from the running, the sea air, and I think also generally social interactions have been kind of more exhausting than I guess anticipated. But it's been really nice and rewarding. But we're going home tomorrow, and hopefully and I have 2 more days of long weekend, so hopefully I can finish Cunning Women, and I'll get back to you and let you know what I thought, and and hopefully finish the weekend on more of a chilling and relaxing vibe. On Monday we kind of got up. It was really chill, it was relaxed. We ended up going for another beach walk. Well, my first beach walk, I'd run on the beach the day before. So we walked on the beach by the harbor. It was really nice and sunny, even though the wind was still very chilly. And then we had lunch with the family one last time, and we decided to come back. We were both tired, so we thought, oh yeah, we'll head back after lunch. We'll miss the Monday evening traffic. We didn't. I didn't take any videos of the traffic around Edinburgh, mostly because I was actually car sick. So yeah, but it took us about an hour more than it should have. But we made it home, and we ordered some sushi. It was really nice, and we treated ourselves a bit. And I was really exhausted from all the socializing over the weekend, and then I was also then getting anxious because I was getting my vaccine on Tuesday morning. But it was, you know, good emotions as a whole. And then I went to get vaccinated. It's in a different county, so my husband ended up driving. It was the first time we were in that town, so that was kind of nice to see it. It was at a local college. So I got my vaccine, first Pfizer. That's really good. Just done my vaccine, my first Pfizer, so I'm really excited. And then we'll be going home in 15 minutes. Yay! And except for having a sore arm for about 2 days, I was perfectly fine. So I feel very lucky that that's all I got. So just back from my vaccine, and I showered, so now I'm relaxing. We were supposed to come back from England today, but I got my letter for the vaccination last week. So we came back a bit early, went this morning, and now I have like a whole day ahead to relax and just read and write and probably watch some TV, let's be honest. I did want to say that I finished Cunning Women this morning. I finished Cunning Women this morning. I have mixed feelings about it because it's kind of an okay read. It felt like very much like in a bubble. So it is a kind of historical fiction, sort of, about a family that kind of uses witchcraft, and they're a bit on like marginalized from society. And yeah, I have mixed thoughts because it felt like it was lacking context a lot. Like, where was this set? Potentially back in the day, like, villages were quite remote from each other, so it didn't feel like as interconnected as our world today. But it felt like a bit lacking in that area, and also it felt very much like what's going on with this witchcraft thing, which they call cunning in this book. But like, where did it come from? What was the family doing before? Because apparently in the before, you know, the mother was married to a fisherman. They were kind of more of a, you know, I guess like normal family in the regards of this village. But it just felt really lacking. And yeah, so I came out of it having enjoyed the read, but I haven't come out of it wanting to recommend it. and wanting to reread it or revisit it in any way. So yeah, so these are kind of my initial kind of thoughts having just come out of reading it just before we went for the vaccination appointment. And now I'm going to try to finish Daughters of Night, which I read most of it or half of it in April, and I haven't touched it since, so I'm going to try to finish it now. And also next is My Brilliant Friend is on my list that I want to finish this month for May in Italy. My mom just actually finished reading that, so I want to finish it so we can talk about it as well. But I did end up just relaxing for the rest of the day and just lying in bed watching a movie and eating popcorn, treating myself. Then we got our delivery in the evening and we had dinner, and then the long weekend was over and we went back to work. But it was a nice long weekend, a nice, like I said, like nice first steps, kind of getting out of our comfort zone a little bit, and big highlights, you know, seeing family for the first time in 2 years and getting the first vaccine. So I was quite pleased with all of those things. So this was my vlog, bits of bits and bobs from around the weekend, so nothing too exciting, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I will try to do a better job next time and maybe talk a bit more about the book that I'm actually reading through this vlog. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I would recommend it that much, but if you like historical fiction and potentially stuff about witchcraft and the main female protagonist, you may enjoy it. You may want to just kind of look into it rather than, you know, put it on your TBR right away. So have a good week, everyone. Don't forget to like, maybe leave a comment if you want, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you back. Bye!